All right. And here we are at day 4, because I can't help I can't help myself. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I had a good weekend. Sorry for that noise. I just ate. I had a spicy pizza, so if you hear me clear my nose out or clear my throat, that's why. There's the vote. There's the thingamabob. But yeah, I'm back again with this one. This game's too fun. I can't help it. So let's keep going. So if memory serves, we went to sleep in the last stream. Didn't get a good night's sleep, as expected. And, yeah, we discovered another dead body who was like an older guy who banged his head on a metal bench. And apologies if you hear any buzzing in the background. There's been flies like all over my house today. So, but yeah, we found the cryptozoologist and brought him back, and we checked all of his traps to see if the phasmid had shown up, and one had no thingamabobs in it. So there's a chance it could have. There's a chance. And then, let's see, what else happened? We talked with some guys who were planning a dance club. We encountered a crab man, or more apropos, a spider man, in a church, who was like, "You are the mother of silence," and I attempted to visual calculus a stained glass mural, and I failed, though the check was high. So, yup. Excuse me. But yeah, things are fine so far. Actually, I'm going to check something real quick. Yep, I have streamer mode on. I'm checking because, like, I've had to keep doing disputes on the copyright stuff on YouTube when I upload these. So, but it wasn't until, like, recently where I just remembered that this game has a streamer mode. So, thankfully, I'm not doing as much work to mute parts of my VOD as much as, you know, I could have been. And there's Kim. So, Gary.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion. I mean, officers.
He is... I want to punch him in the fucking mouth so badly. Just so fucking badly. You do not understand how badly I want to do it. Just...
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Okay, yeah, they needed a new trap design because of Phasmid was able to get in the trap, eat all of the locusts that he had in there, and then leave. And I still cannot fucking do the...
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
How fucking strange, because I waited till like super late at night when even the union workers were gone, and still couldn't do and I couldn't do the check. Like, it was just impossible, so I need to do it while they're here, but I don't know what the time is for that. Like, man, it's just dumb. But yeah, for the tasks that we've got, we were talked about from the ancient reptilian brain and the limbic system about it was I think it was empathy, actually, for la responsabilité. So talk about our associates, help the ravers with their nightclub. They want to set it up in a church. Oh yeah, Noid. That was the dude who hit me in the eye with a fucking padlock key. Yeah, I literally took damage because I couldn't catch a key. Like, I missed a check and a key hit me in the eye. Find your heraldic bird. Hangman's boots. Well, wait, I don't know where the body is now, so wouldn't this... not be here? So something we'd like to start with is the armor stuff.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
The last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. The suit, the sunglasses, the haircut. He's famous. That's how you know his face.
Are you famous or something?
Not as famous as you, superstar.
Wait, I'm famous?
Oh yes, big time. Who hasn't heard of the far-out son of liver failure?
Fine.
No, not entirely.
It's a pretty high check.
Watch out for your...
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
There, I leveled up. Yes, I haven't seen you before.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People sound alike. Goodbye.
Okay, so now I got another level. Holy shit, my perception is high. It's like this... Yeah, it's tied with volition as my highest stat. God, with perception being that high, you'd think the check on the window would be better. Wasn't I on a -1 about something? What are some of the other checks I can do? Sleeping dock worker, but he's not here anymore. Samaran butter, Annette. A couple composures. Trash container. Interfacing. Perception. Suggestion. Empathy. Esprit de corps. I know I can make that one easily. 2 rhetorics. I think I might need to get a composure one, because there's like 3 of them that want composure. Yeah, let's put it in composure. Alright. There we go.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
There's something that binds
Fucking
you to him.
what?
Some kind of an
I
outfit,
failed a 72.
maybe. A uniform.
I understand the uniform is metaphorical. I'm actually seeing a working class, right?
I want to say, yes, I think.
I don't want to ask.
Then don't. No one's forcing you.
Fucking, I failed a 72 check. Fuck off. Can I, is there something that helps with the esprit de corps? What the fuck is, where does that stupid fly? Because that's actually getting on my nerves. There you are. Give me a second. Gotcha. Oh, sorry people. That was gonna bug me all night. Oy. Got it. Okay, esprit de corps. What are some things I can put on that help with that? Suggestion, esprit de corps, but that also is +1. Empathy, logic, electrocan. No. Okay.
Hello.
All right. And what about you?
Yes? What is it?
Are you by any chance working class? Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You look cute together.
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You have a blue uniform and mine's black. What is this? Are you by any chance working class?
Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class.
Good to know.
She merely nods in response.
You have a blue uniform and mine is black. What does this mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay, now I can probably make it.
You know
Thank you.
what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st.
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
Somewhere good.
let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
The hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize it. Huh. Didn't voice that. Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Wow, this dude just...
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
So what our relationship in this alternate universe be?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought
Kim is
experiment.
cooler than him.
In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
You seem like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. Like partners in crime, or...
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers. In a police station, we don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Come on, stop it.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want me to tell you about him or her? Want to tell me about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
I can't...
Oh no,
This isn't helping.
let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are part. Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's going to know.
I'm not your partner. This union is temporary.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off. When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
A sack of shit.
Exactly.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks.
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
You don't want to answer questions. Maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, why am I even telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? So, I don't know. Oh my god.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I guess it was kind of weird, yes.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask if we were from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop.
I'm going... God fucking shit.
Probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
Okay, I was clearly...
Okay. Well, at the very least, got some experience out of that.
Hi again, Gendarme.
I got a better it's better.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
I don't have anything that adds to composure, does it? Do I? Oh, I do.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Better. Okay, let's try this again.
It's the sports.
Fucking
He's a
goddamn it!
sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Damn it! I cannot fucking get this guy's deal.
Behind the dock workers, a seat.
God damn it. Alright. Well, I've done what I can here to start the day off. Alright. But yeah, the body's gone, so I don't think I could even get the boots. So... maybe I was too antsy about getting the body away. It's just... they made a good point about it being like, hey, listen, the body could just keep rotting here, or we could find a fridge, or we send it back to be preserved. So, yeah.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
Is there going to be anything new
What
around
do you
this?
see? Interesting. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. I don't know why
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not
We
thoughtfully.
should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
I'm not sure we don't want to attract too much attention.
You're right. Let's keep...
Alright, yeah, we've been through pretty much everything in that case. Now then.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam. It's like, whatever, anything else. Us lorry driver, not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something.
Alright. Oh, hello. You are?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says a young man with piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there.
The
The
RC.
RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches. Or
Jesus
skulls.
Christ.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Nonverbal.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything that about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around, I'm the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that mean?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into Enotic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
A threat? Good, I like those. Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. A threat? Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there,
Franchised?
we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
I don't know, Cindy was pretty fucking psycho.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
I love that his name is now Fuck the World.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough with the scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to know the victim's armor?
Nope. But Cindy does.
Don't tell him that. Skulls don't tattle, man. Cindy wouldn't.
You already said she's a skull. The last I saw her, she...
Just don't tell her you heard it from Piss and Fuck, alright? I think she wanted those gloves for herself. Be cool, man.
All right, we have a lead on the gloves.
I love that their street names are literally Piss and Fuck. That's great. What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket say Piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
What in the fuck are you on about?
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Like, I get what he's saying, but the fact that it's like a gang, like a wannabe gang member that's being really deep about this shit, it's like, oh my god, it's like if a Shakespeare play was played by the Cannibal Corpse members.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
I cannot believe this. Turn to the dark-haired one. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That is a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time.
That's a terrible metaphor.
For time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly. One must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Like, I've just had a bad life, fuck the world. No, his meaning of fuck the world is all of this shit. Meaning like, nah man, I mean to fuck everything and nothing.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Definitely a coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
We'll talk about this later. Sorry to do this pretty much immediately, but I actually need to use the restroom really quickly. I will be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for the patience. Alright. Well, that was actually really goddamn funny.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
Well, with that enlightening bit of conversation, let's ask about the armor.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
Holy
a radio
shit.
microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try
Damn
calling
it.
again later. Is there anything else I can do for 57?
In the cabin, you
Okay. Well, worth asking. Holy shit, that was something. Like, wow, not even half an hour in and I'm just laughing. And since I have a composure check,
Hello again, sir.
yep,
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried, I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails?
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
Want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few questions in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
I hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine. Do better. To do something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wow. Wow, I guess Kim had to do some kind of weird check to make sure he doesn't flinch at that idea. Wait, how do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
And I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Suggestion, huh? What have I got for suggestion? Aha. Suggestion. Rhetoric. Inland Empire. Nope, just those. Okay then.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been
Gotcha.
talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me? We've met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Oh no, she witnessed the problem. Uh-oh. She witnessed the drowning. Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I doubt that.
No, you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
What do they mean by party eyes? I am too scared to ask this question.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby. That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks. I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
See you around, Annette. Okay then. Do I have anything that's for physical instrument? Or was it pain threshold or physical instrument that was the door? Door. Warded door, pain threshold. That's right. So I need... Is there anything else I've got for pain threshold? No. Yeah, nothing else. Alright. Also, I'm gonna probably give her mom a good talking to because she's kind of being an uppity bitch.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
All the pressure's made Annette really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails?
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather. Mysterious and harsh.
That's never the right thing you need to hear. That's never the right excuse. I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy.
Fuck
Life
this
doesn't take
lady.
breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Yeah, shatter their fucking world.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops but her mouth keeps moving. Is her husband Annette's father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running out here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne? What's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Oh, if he's gonna be involved like that, he might be cheating on her. Just a hunch. Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore?
She's been too busy, helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
All right. Wow. I made someone's world shatter. Oh, that feels great. I love it. All right, I had something else in mind.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Farewell, book peddler. And that's the pain threshold thing there.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring.
Is that the one?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
I'm not going to steal from her.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
I'm not going to steal from them because, yeah, they're trying to get this bookstore to go up. All right, let's try this.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you.
Never mind.
In dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly...
Never mind, I can't try it. Oops. Let's see, so we can go talk to Cindy the Skull about the armor gloves. Oh, let's go talk to Annette about being let inside now, because poor girl was just out in the cold for so long. Alright.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
A detective hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Okay. I got a hat. And where is this hat? I actually like this look that I've got so far. I actually like this look. I realize I look like a total boring chode, but I kind of like it. Like, I look very much like the cover, like who Dick Mullen would be if he was real. All right. I think a good way to pass the time. Let's do a little light reading.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
All right, what's the problem? What problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
Listen, this is coming into me as a pet owner myself. I could never own a bird. Like, the processes of having a bird versus having a dog or a cat is too different for me. I'm fine with what I'm used to.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Yeah.
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day.
God,
and
no
give them
thanks.
the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Ooh.
Read about the major majestic.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang-bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
There's gotta be something great about them.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch. That must
No,
hurt.
this bird does not sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
The gray and common bang-bang, that's me. Only the funeral cockatoo is at dark can truly grasp the depths of my doom-laden soul. Isn't that obvious? Major majestic. Here I come. But what if I'm just a fuck-up-a-two? A fuck-up and a cockatoo?
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
That's pretty funny. Gotta love being a good fuck-up-a-two. Alright, how's my experience? Okay. And let's look at folded library card, because this was actually primer for small kids.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
Let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
Whoever voiced the dude that narrates all of this stuff, man, he has a voice like Keith David, man.
H is for homeboy. I is for econ. J is for Yura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
Nod stoically.
Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone. Y is for Ustava. Z is for zenith.
That's it.
You know the alphabet now.
Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities.
Put the book away. All right, library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires
Billy Mejean.
July 53.
Billy Mejean, so that's the person who died. Backside?
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
We should first decide what to do with the body, before taking any other actions. Let's take another look at the body and talk things through.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
All right. Well, now we have some more stuff on the dead person we found by the docks.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Aesthetic sensibility. That's right, because I am art cop. I'm a boring, sorry art cop. All right, and we're gonna talk to Cindy the Skull a little bit for the armor. I wonder if I didn't bring up the drug thing at all with Joyce, and if I managed to find my badge and then talk to her first. Like, if I didn't have to then learn about the drug trade thing. Probably for a different playthrough.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss and fuck the world send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Got it, enough of that then.
Thank you for passing on the message. Now run along, Piggy.
Do you have any idea what happened to the hangman's armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Don't you want to know how I knew to ask you?
Not particularly. I want to keep this as brief as possible, you see. I want to return to painting the world red.
Okay, so tell me what you know then.
I think you didn't hear me. Why would I care?
Is an armor art? Art for the, body?
Oh, all right, Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
I know a little girl in the village, Little Lily.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
Catch you later. Well, that was actually really informative. I was planning on heading there anyway. Wow, I could not speak for a second. All right. Yeah, pretty much that's it with that. And I think it was interfacing for the thing there. And since I have a higher composure, let's go talk to Rene to see if I can make the check with him. What was another composure one? It was the smoker, Rene, Annette. No, that's all. And I have not done the one with Titus and I have not done this authority one with Titus because that is going to be a tough one. Map wall. Oh, it's an interfacing. Maybe I should put the next one into interfacing, because that's starting to crop up a little bit. All right, don't need. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna need this if I want to make the check a bit easier on myself.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
Renee, I found your guard boots.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right over into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, so why were you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit in his medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday.
Oh my god.
There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Oh. Oh, that's so... Oh. Oh, poor René. Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Jesus Christ. Everard gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die. There's no middle ground. René is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. Ugh. I don't know what to fucking say here. I mean, I collect the tear, but that's just because I like the money. Rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. So to kind of make a guarding service. No, not all the elderly should be involved in the job market because some of them might have irreparable parts. Like, I don't see Lena working. And this is... So it's like Everard only made this job for him. And it's not even a job that's needed. It's just a job to give somebody something to do in the day. Fuck. Oh. René should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. I mean, this is the sad reality of somebody who has to, who probably would be as old as René working at Burger King still. Like, this reminds me of this video that I was shown by a social problems teacher, where it was this woman who lives in a really just not good home with all of her children, and she had been working in the same Burger King for years upon years, and you'd probably think, okay, well, doesn't sound, well, I mean, that sucks, but it doesn't sound as bad. She walks to it. She walks miles to get to this Burger King so that she can work there for her shift. So, yeah, this is, this kind of hits a bit, you know, an elderly person doing this kind of thing. Being stuck in a wage job because they can't afford to be able to live out their days. Because that's just how it is. And it's like, yeah, there is such a thing as a side thing, but... Oh... I don't know what to say here. This is actually a tough problem. I guess I'd probably go with option E.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Oh.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't no one.
No.
Yes.
Look, officer.
The possibility.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows.
Yes, yes, yes.
He is not going
Okay.
Yes.
It's
yes.
Nothing new happens.
Like I said, it would be up anyway. So might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Oh, poor guy. Holy shit. I feel like I just like... Wow. I was laughing so hard earlier at this dude's idea of fuck the world being a concept on his jacket, and now I feel sad for René. God damn, man. This game is just an emotional roller coaster. And it looks like it's a pretty hard check to make on composure. There.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity.
Still, all
Damn
he
it.
sees an old soldier refuses to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
No. God damn it. Still can't do it. Oh, man. This game is just duality of man the game, man. God. Alright. Now then. So I was able to get all those composure checks. And how about we go check the traps again? Because one of them was empty.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I can change that situation until I help Morel and Lena. Alright, let's go talk to Lily about having military-grade armored gloves.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I need to tell her, hey, listen, those are from...
Hello, mister.
I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. Bye!
Okay. Oh, man. This game is just bringing hit after hit with emotion on this. Alright, so sandcastle, so over there.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
I don't know what tone you're trying to convey there, Kim. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny objects.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Alright. So now I have a pair of gauntlets. Where are they? There they are. Interfacing! Exactly what I needed! Oh, and they look badass too! Alright, let's head to the body. And with this boost to interfacing, I might be able to help out Morel and Lena with the traps. Now then, where was the body? It was on a boardwalk. Was it on this one? Yes. Here it is. Here's the body.
A man lies on the...
Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold onto something. The wind's so strong.
A man lies on the boardwalk. The man has fought. His expression height. Once there's some dried blood on the metal. A .7
tear all around.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Careful. The wind blows a dried chunk.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound.
The entire...
Nothing new
There's some
still.
tear. An empty cigarette package.
Nothing new?
A man lies on the board.
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright. We've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Yeah, just tragic. This guy went on a small bender with a kebab in his hand, and he slipped on a bad boardwalk and cracked his head open on a metal bench. Just an unfortunate accident. Alright, so with that... I don't think there's going to be anything new to check out, although I do have these little black swallow circles above you. You can hear it chirp. Yeah, not really much else I can do here, I don't think. Yeah, all I've really got left is taking on some more case stuff and trying to make some more checks. Just trying to think about what other things I can do to progress, because I can't really do anything else involving the case unless I go a bit harder in on trying to get Titus to bust open a little bit. Actually, do I have anything new with Roy?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Nothing.
Sure. Let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay.
And certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep. Another time, Pat.
Okay. So, looks like the only bit of clothing that does have its own personality is the horrific necktie. Shame, because I would have loved to see how a bolo tie would have reacted, or a bow tie, or something else. All right. Since I have a higher check for interfacing, let's go talk to Morel again. Actually, I didn't speak to Lena at all while I was in here.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yay!
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the Giant of Coconur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What do you mean by strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
And how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Coconur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The Giant of Coconur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coconur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Yeah, because there is such a thing as having something that's too large. Look at Andre the Giant. I mean, his body was literally so large he could never join the military or even do most things. Because he was 7 foot tall and over 500 pounds. It's not normal.
Great. This is great shit. You need more. Gravity anomaly. Dig in it. Dig in this parascientific stuff right here.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too?
The lieutenant pauses. Thoughtfully, something in him breaks.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Well, the smallest
Yay!
cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis, a unicellular bacterium. It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history, Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
That person's a giant idiot. Like, that'd be like the equivalent of taking, that'd be like the equivalent of injecting snake venom into yourself thinking that you could be an antidote, like a living antidote.
It's actually a little hard to see, but do go on.
She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness and record the Twilight proceedings. Immortal bacteria, immortal geologists? You mean there's an immortal geologist just wandering around the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Oh, that's... Oh, that's good. Oh, that's funny. That's... Wow. What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome, of Jeroma.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but
how does
lost
she
for
know?
science.
I mean, I guess she's a fan. Wow. Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
Shush, Kim. She's gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mama d'Aqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
That sounds like a midichlorian if it could emit a high-pitched whine. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I think that's fucking funny.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
No, because it's just really goddamn weird. What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Just nod eagerly.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mama d'Aqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
That's actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Go on.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mama d'Aqua they followed individually.
Why is the Mama d'Aqua so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, Nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction.
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Daquas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing. Psst. They cancel each other out.
Oh, thank you, Encyclopedia. They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Mama Daqua population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear.
Could it be here?
It could be. As I said, it could be What about what? Of course, dear.
Well, that was cool. Another
Fair
thought.
weather, T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
And I gain a +2 to hand-eye coordination against enemies and FT500 armor. Okay, good to know.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Yeah, looks like I need to level up again and put a point into interfacing.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Let's see, what all else is left? Run the number on the victim's armor. Sing karaoke. Alright, let's go talk to the radio. And maybe some of the drivers, who knows?
Was that? Could it be the Mama Daqua? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Fuck off, physical instrument! Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise?
No, I don't hear the Mama Daqua, and neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf.
Jesus. Hold very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone.
Go
There's
then!
no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
Go then, leave like everything else!
So it does. It's gone. All that's left for you is the disco.
All right.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height of 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Seems it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It is from Central Gemrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Majon.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking it.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majon, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other info on Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes. Okay, if it was the police.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Thank you. Other questions?
Happy we could help. Goodbye,
No other
officer.
questions.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see a metallic drawer, a pull-out toolbox. So
This is Precinct 57. Still no word, I'm afraid. 57.
in the cabin,
God. Oh, man, I feel sorry for poor Billy. She's... Oh. Oh, no, I just... The working class woman that reads the books. Oh. The working class woman that's in front of the bookstore. Oh. Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh, man. I was implying the prospect of her husband missing, too. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
just an ordinary war.
Oh. Like... This is gonna be tough. This game's been full of tough moments, you know, so far. God damn. All right.
weathered brown door. The number reads, "Something smells good." The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door.
Yep.
This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's...
dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is the most blunt kind of advice you could ever give. What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
All right. I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello?
Knock.
Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Méjean? Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up, nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
Yep, it's the woman that would be in front of the bookstore. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh. Oh, this is really gonna hurt. An empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Window covered in old newspaper clippings. A chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. A textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here.
Oh, thanks, Kim.
Condensation from stepping inside.
Thanks, but I'm all right.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
How old are your daughters?
Jolie is 16 and Jenny is turning 18 next month.
And where is everybody? I don't see anyone home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
Out where?
He has a problem with drinking. And so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
To your knowledge, did he make it to the library?
No, I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home. It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days.
What was the name of the library?
Oh, it's in Jamrock. The one at Mayro Street. I don't know the official name.
Central Jamrock Public Library?
I think, yes, if that's the one on Moreau.
What was he supposed to do in the library?
Just to return a book of mine. Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he...
Was it Killing Curve by M. Tybalt?
Yes.
Do you remember what he was wearing when you last saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
Inner linings?
Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
Something else I have
She
to tell you.
folds her hands across her chest.
How have you been?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
Wow, I got a negative modifier for too much small talk. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my empathy glasses. Half-Light and Lind Empire, That's minus. Suggestion. Alright.
She looks up, too anxious to say anything. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mejon, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Mejon, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Here, take this. No words, just give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take a day to recover. You'll be prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her. Leave the room. Oh. God damn.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. I could have done more.
You did enough.
He pauses, rubbing his hands together to generate some heat.
Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day. and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it.
What
we
about...
should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Right. This is closed then.
Let's go.
God damn. Whew. Wow. Oh, that hurt me a little bit. God damn, man. Oh. That felt... That was a lot. That hurt, man. Whew. Okay. All right. Damn, man. I'm not, like... That was probably one of the more real scenarios I've ever had to encounter in a game. Like... I can understand that... I mean, this is never an easy part when you're dealing with having to tell somebody about something like this, you know? It's... Jesus, that was... And here we have two crackhead people just outside, hanging out.
Just an ordinary...
Fuck, man. Just... fuck. And to think that there are a lot of people that could have police that would definitely not be as sensitive to this kind of thing. I mean, I remember my grandpa when I went to his place for the holidays. The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. I leveled up. Interfacing. That way we can go make that check with Morel. But yeah, my grandpa told me a story about a case that happened around his area that was also a tragic thing about a shooter that was loose in the area, and it shot and killed a young man while he was on a date with his girlfriend, and...
Hello. Lena and
How do
I
I
were
put
just
this?
discussing the design of the new trap.
I won't say the full details of what the cops said. That's something I'll probably say another time down the line, because it's a story that ought to be talked about, I feel. But let's just say one of the officers that was involved in handling the case was a gigantic, insensitive prick. Like, horrifically insensitive. Like, the kind of shit you hear and you want to fucking deck the man in the face.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think the little hooligan called Kono may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Gary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
Anything?
Always a pleasure. I mean, officer. I told...
'Tis true, sire. This man simply...
No. I'm sorry.
This man is...
Okay. Yeah, nothing new from Gary. And honestly, I don't want anything new from him. Gary's a prick. He's a prick. Gary's just a gigantic prick with a Squidward voice. Oh, that's right! An interfacing check I can do on the mirror! The, fixing the faucet. Yeah, I forgot about that. See how much better that check can go this time now that I've got armored gloves. And also need to equip the chain cutters. But yeah, that moment was really well done. Like, this game's writing has been an absolute treat for my entire time playing this.
On the bathroom wall. In it, your face. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
Failed a 70 fucking
you know
2.
one thing for sure.
I failed a 72. God damn it. I am just not getting this, am I? Like, this game is just not gonna let me have this easily. Alright, let's go talk to Kuno.
Yes? What is it?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Oh. Alright, let's go talk to Kuno. Actually, still no on this?
Behind the dock workers. A ceiling
Still
pipe.
no on this. I don't know what the fuck it means by it's not time yet. Like, what do you mean by not time? Does Kuno need to get out of the thing, or was taking the body away from there actually a terrible idea? Damn it, I should have waited on the body.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
You happen to know anything about missing locusts, would you?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Now hold on, no one is lame here, just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fuck...
That's right, the Pighead Shack. Forgot about that. The sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Oh. Alright. The locusts are probably in here. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know? I'll let you handle the Kuno.
Alright, let's talk to Kuno being like, hey dude. Sorry, I'm still thinking about that moment from earlier.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took the books, so what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town?
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends. Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like,
Cop
3
del
seconds.
art.
Don't let him, Kuno!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno! You'll have to take me away!
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that's settled. I better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want? Good call, pig. My Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good David. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out.
All right. Yeah, no use talking to her. But yeah, well, that was something. Whew. Just weird conversations all around. Weird and heavy. All right. Let's go tell them, hey, it was Kuno, and he's not going to do it anymore because I managed to cramp his style just enough. I caught you A-posing.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh trap to the locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
All right. And now I have a box of locusts. Oh, God, I could sell them to fucking Roy? No. No. I'm not selling them to Roy. Fuck that. All right. Let's go bring those locusts to the traps. And I think I'll also want to take a look at the computer. The computer that's in the church, I mean. I mean, it's on the way, so I might as well. But yeah, that, this has definitely been a stream that's gotten a lot of, realness to it. Like, both real funny and real tragic.
The locusts aren't doing all too well.
Alright, let's go get these things put in the trap. And then check out the computer in the church. But yeah, the Crabman was a really weird NPC to have found. And I mean that in a good way. This game's been just interesting stuff all around, man. Yeah, poor Morel was too sick.
The trap stands empty near the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds, apprehensive hissing. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it. All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight.
Return to Morel and let him know. Okay, so I need to let him know that the traps are now set. Right. The church was up north, right? It was past this whole area. And I just walked past it like an idiot. Alright, there it is. And yeah, it's encouraged not to run in here.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the Headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? What? Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long-dead historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Can I do the visual calculus?
The mother of humanism
No, I can't.
stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
Looks like I can't give this figurine to her.
Why?
Because she's a stained glass window.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like what? Is the task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains. The mother of humanism. Why? That does. The mother of humanism towers above you.
All right.
A machine stands in the corner. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine.
What is this strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer, a model number RC7024, equipped with...
Give me a second. Environmental... Would that be environmental?
The Ream Prefect is the governmental
that
version of the common
along with the
use
Locust was
Ream
pretty
Civil
loud,
Code.
so...
Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
Play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
What's the personal log? Fortress accident sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You either flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords.
And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
What's this personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean the glowing thing with the tape on it that said log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
I don't know. Maybe?
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It just says log February to March and nothing else.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Don't know the password.
Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How'd you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, votre accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by yourself?
Doesn't it get lonely? Doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's any... Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealed.
Could these wires work as contact microphones? Let's talk to Crabman. See if you know the password, buddy.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Have you by any chance heard the Vejita say the password to a radio computer?
Too many times, Esse. You need it for something.
Yeah, just tell me what the password is.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Okay, then thanks.
I think we're done here, Esse.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
So Crabman is gone. Last time I could talk to him.
The machine's keyboard is the speak.
Good afternoon. Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can... Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would she need an Esker antenna or an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Read the 4th entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simor for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Who are all these people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
Read the 5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the 6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read on further.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air.
Canned air? Oh, like compressed air.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Hello. This is awkward.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're on a side case representing a certain music venue organizers.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it?
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Have you seen the Crabman?
No.
But you know he's around.
Yes.
Has he seen you?
And?
Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
No. You're right. I'm not.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a police officer. It's my job.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
What the fuck do you mean by a hole in the world?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it?
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
Wow, she just... Wow. Just straight-edged. You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I want to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
Why are there so many machines?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
What about those bowls of water?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
What are you doing with your computer?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR1 as my RAIN prefect's processing unit.
RAIN prefect, that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna is its processing unit.
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And the AR1 is a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
Is your exclusively made for the government use?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And you work for the government?
No, I don't.
So why the fuck do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards. So I had to upgrade.
So essentially this would be the equivalent of getting a government supercomputer for you to be able to run... Apex better. Wow, how did I forget the name of it? I don't play the game, but how could I forget it?
Besides, owning a Reim prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see Ream prefects in every police department, for example.
How did you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade Reim Rational series, but couldn't find one.
Right, because when you get a government-strength computer, you have to be picky and choosy.
Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic, so it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
Oh, wow. Right, I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
How do you feel about the anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened to it?
Yeah. Like, all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they? Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for anodic dance music, and they said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
About the 2mm hole.
The Swallow, you mean? Great.
Alright, well, I already managed to get them to stop. Alright. Actually, I should probably... If I put on the visual calculus again, can I try again on the visual calculus?
The mother of humanism stands above you.
How's my experience so far? Almost halfway. Got it. Alright, let's go talk to Andre and the others, and then go to Morel. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Checked out the church.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him.
I dunno, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it. Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anotic Dance Club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all! A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man. No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist. At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam. Slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you.
I refuse to throw
What do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Fucking egghead. Alright, well now that I've got that, let's go talk to Morel. And actually, let's tell Lascelles.
Hello again.
Nah, can't make that check. That's an empathy thing, and... Wait, I don't have my empathy glasses. Do I have anything else? Inland Empire. Suggestion. Okay.
Hello again.
Nah, still bad. Alright. With that, let's go find Morel. And after I talk to Morel and handle around this cryptozoology quest, I think I might just end the stream shortly after. Oh wait, I can ask Lily about the bird in her house. See if I can have it.
The waves are beginning to die down.
Is that your
Those
boat?
little bastards.
I'm looking for...
Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards. Let's see. Who are you looking for? Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Oh? Well, how can
Okay.
I assist you then, officer? Oh.
My motor carriage is in the
That's
sea.
good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
No, that's senseless sentimentality. You are suggesting we honor the carcass for my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
But not thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't do more frivolous side activities. I would have really liked that.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Mines. Mines. You need mines.
I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Yeah, maybe stay clear of the things reminded her of the floater she used to be married to. Just saying.
So I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. Oh.
I think I...
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Hi. Why odd?
Life world.
Oh yeah? Take it...
That's all we have time. Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's...
Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
That's all. Now, question is... Okay, no boat. I was figuring that a fast travel would exist somehow, but I guess not. What kind of check is that, actually, to ask her out? Because she's really cool. Marcel, Linnell, the suggestion. And it's a strong suggestion to make. Which is fair. She is a cool fisher lady. She is a cool fisherwoman that that is a single mother of 3, and the main character is a drunk who went on an absolute bender and crashed his car into ice. Not exactly an appealing prospect. All right, let's go talk to Morel. Okay. Now the other thing is, do I have anything to add to perception? I could go buy those that frog visor, actually. That's what I'm thinking about that, actually. Because even if I fail, it's a white check, so I might be able to try it again. Let's go get that stuff, because I think I can afford it with 10 real.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Didn't I have a wasn't this? No, that was encyclopedia. Something I had helped with conceptualization. Was it with a hat or was it something else?
The shine on these sunglasses
Nah.
lasts a life.
Can't do it. Damn.
The shine on these sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you.
Plus
You
one
should
to
think this through.
plus one to electrochemistry. I could get that. It's like getting clothes that barely fit and such. Yeah. Alright, let's get this. Alright. Plus one to perception. It's not going to be much help in regards to that check because it's got a negative 12 modifier, but you take what you can get, I suppose.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window.
Still
the hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
God damn, still 3? I have an idea.
Behind the dockworkers,
Nah, I didn't
a
think
ceiling
so.
height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I thought having a flashlight would help, but I guess not. Alright, Morel. Oh. Where'd he go?
Hello, dear.
Where's Morel?
Good to see a familiar. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest.
Probably for
I'm
the
afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
You know, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You're not telling me the whole story.
I'm not. It's not that.
What is it?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
Sorry about that. That was my phone. You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
You do that. I'll check on the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the Phasmid.
Can I have your address, just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh, no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Oh, gas-powered.
And then a taxi home.
Oh.
It's not so bad.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the
Putters? That wasn't quiet.
Pushes them open. Outside, it's raining.
We should go too.
Oh. That is just...
Hi again, Gendarme.
Alright, nothing on
Bye-bye,
him.
Gendarme.
Alright, I'm checking on that Phasmid. I'm sorry, but I really want to check on that Phasmid. This is important. I need to do it. I need to do this. I've never clicked so furiously trying to do something. Wrong thing. And actually, was this an unlockable? No. Bonus from thoughts, -1 to Inland Empire, -1 to Shivers. Okay. Humpty Dumpty, Wasteland of Reality, Actual Art Degree.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs.
Still no Phasmid. Okay. One was past the area that was earlier. One was up past the church. One was where I met Morel, and the other was south.
An old door worn by element.
Interfacing.
An old door worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far.
Relax. No one.
At least you can think.
Alright. Sorry, I got distracted there. Okay, was it... It was around here, right? Yes, there it is.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Nope. Thought that was a track, but it wasn't. Alright, so I gained another thing on the door. It's pain threshold. Or no, that's the door to the thing. Oh yeah, I can try that door again. Dock worker. Cargo container door. That's over there. Okay. And I got one more door. God damn it, it cannot be a disgrace. That door on the coast, you remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that is holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open for you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Alright, I might equip that one just for fun when I unlock another skill slot. Alright, check this one.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
And then there was one south of here.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere.
So no there. No on the one that was near the entrance to this place. No on the one in the church. And no on the one here.
A few
Yeah. I think maybe I have to come back another time. Possibly.
A few locusts.
Yeah, I don't see anything. And I could try the one in the north again. Like, the ones that are the most isolated would probably be the ones that got it, right? Could be wrong. Okay. This relay coordinates boats traffic bay barely.
Just dead and dying locusts.
Yeah. Nothing new. So. Phasmid. So she... some messing around, so yeah, this will take time. Alright. Figured it would be good to check. At least. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna head to try the pain threshold thing with the door, and then I probably will end after that, because I've been going at it for almost 3 hours now. Yeah, to think I would have gotten, like, lectured about a skull thing, about a skulls gang, learn a bit more about Kuno, oddly enough, and then, oh man, that whole scene with Billy Manjon that just, that hurt, man, that hurt. Alright. Try this one again, might as well.
The trap is full of locusts, but...
Yep. And actually, wasn't there something here that I could open? No, it was just that and it had Real in it. So, yeah, let's go try the pain threshold check, and then then I'll end the stream there. But yeah, that was really sad to have to see Lena just giving up on that.
A heavy door with a missing handle.
One more try.
Covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets
and
charms. It appears to be locked.
And I get a fucking check from the one more door try. God damn it! Really? I've been not getting lucky with this, have I?
Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door?
Are you alright?
What is going on? I warned.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed.
Damn it! Do I have anything for pain threshold in regards to clothes? Reaction speed. Encyclopedia, half-light, electrochemistry. Because pain threshold has that. It like the Curus does it. But I don't... It's physical instrument, not pain threshold. Alright. Damn it. Alright. Well, I tried. And actually, I'm gonna see if I can at least find a way to cap this funnily, because we've had a lot of sad stuff come around on this stream, so yeah, I'd like to, at the very least, end it on a funny note, if possible. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try that authority check on Titus. See how that goes.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish
Didn't think so.
authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That's it? That's all I got?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Jesus. First you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who. That's bullshit.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
I guess we're both the law around here if you start to think about it.
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment! We get it. You're all the law.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
Alright. Well, that didn't work.
Again.
Good one.
About.
Alright. Well, it wasn't as funny of a cap that I thought it would be.
I've got nothing to say to you.
And I'm just a few off from doing more skill points. Figure of Dolores Day, offer it. But that's probably something I need to do the visual calculus to have. And I definitely failed that. So that's going to be for another time. Well, for this sobering stream, I think that's going to be it for now. So, excuse me for stretching. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you all for joining me on this one. And I'll be sure to update you guys on when I do my next streams. And as to what other games I'll be streaming, I'll let you know on that too. I plan on keeping on going with this game because I'm really enjoying my time with it. So, yeah. Have a good one, everybody. I will see you all in the next one.